A diaper assignment. Regressed to beat stress part 3. Friday, Saturday and Sunday a very sore Katie Matthews worked out diligently about 3 hours a day. The rest of every waking moment she worked on the case. Checking and double-checking what they had, looking for any clue that would tell her what happened to her friends and why. Katie cried when she read the autopsy reports. She simply could not help herself. She only stopped to eat and take her afternoon nap. She had tried to get out of the nap on Friday along with sore muscles. She ended up with a sore butt to go along with it. Katie was also not too happy when Millie made her go grocery shopping with her. Just the same, Katie had promised to mind Millie or face the consequences. In all things outside the investigation, Millie simply said Katie having her rest was her responsibility, investigation or not. Monday morning, dressed in a blue business suit, Katie showed up at the bureau. The chief secretary gave her a list of her staff and told her where her office was. Katie was shocked to see she had an office and a secretary. Her name was even on the door. Her secretary was an older lady named Daisy. She introduced herself to Katie and told Katie she was here to help. Katie handed her the staff list. "Miss Daisy, I want these agents added to my address book and my Yahoo Messenger. I want them all to have Yahoo Messenger on at all times when they are in the office or have some sort of mobile device when they are not. I need a cell phone with all of their numbers on it along with the chief's and my home number. Here is my home number and my Yahoo address and my ID and password. Before you get started, will you contact my 4 agents and tell them there will be a staff meeting in my office at 11 am. Tell them I expect everyone to be on time. I would like it if you were there to take notes. I assume you have the security clearance." "Yes, man, I can see it's going to be fun working for you." "Daisy, please, it's just Katie, and you are not working for me but with me, okay?" "That's fine, Katie, I heard you were special." "Katie, please feel free to let me know when you need a new diaper. It will be my pleasure to change you. We have a changing table in the back room in your office. I also have all the supplies you will need." "Thank you, Daisy. One more thing, I need my associate Millie to have a cell phone too and credentials here at the bureau. She is going to be driving for me. I am sure the chief will clear the credentials. Katie, he has already made her a temporary agent. I called her this morning. She is going to the pistol range this afternoon for her first lesson and to be issued her weapon." She sounded very excited. "She also insisted that I make you take a nap at 2, for at least an hour." Katie blushed. She also knew if she did not take the nap and Daisy told it would be her behind. Promptly at 11 o'clock 3 agents walked into Katie's office. Jed Peters, an older agent and crack investigator. What he could not do with a computer had not been invented. Katie had worked with him before and considered him a friend. Jamie Ryan was next. Katie did know him. He was small and looked like a nerd. He was, however, a Harvard law grad and had an IQ through the roof. Katie shook his hand and introduced herself. The third agent needed no introduction at all. It was Lana Roberts, one of the original undercover babies. Actually, at about 5 feet, Lana was the tallest original undercover baby and maybe the prettiest, with her bright red hair and blue eyes. Katie and Lana hugged. Katie was so glad to see her. Lana whispered, "I got myself pulled off a kidnapping case to be here. Katie, know that I want this bastard every bit as bad as you do." Katie nodded. She would catch up with Lana later. "Please be seated and make yourself comfortable." Katie looked at her watch. It was 10 after and no sign of Ron Williams. It was about a quarter after when he came walking through the door. "Where the hell have you been, Agent Williams?" "Hey, tone down a bit. I was just running a little late. If you want to stay on this case, you will not run late to meetings. You will be where you're supposed to be when you are supposed to be. You can be early, but I will not tolerate late, understood?" Ron was humiliated being dressed down by this small girl. But he did not want it on his record that he had been removed from this case. It had been given the highest priority the Bureau allowed. "Yes, I understand, and I apologize to everyone." Katie then passed out a report 17 pages worth that she had written and made copies of. That's what we have. Team nothing zilch 17 pages of crap. I expect every one of you to go over it with a fine tooth comb and find what I missed. Now that aside, does anyone have anything? Jed spoke first. I just got assigned this morning, Katie. I been on vacation. My daughter had a baby. But if there is anything there, I will find it. The others just sat there with blank looks on their faces. Okay, did everyone get my message on the messenger thing? I want what you have when you get it. They all nodded. Even Ron realized using Messenger and email to correspond was a good idea. Okay, then let's get started. Jed, you get on the computer and recheck everything. Lana, I want you and Ron working as a team. I want everyone that has had anything to do with these cases re-interviewed. I will expect daily reports in my inbox. Jamie, I want you to work Interpol and the CIA, find something, anything they know that they don't want to tell us. I don't care how you do it, just do it. Any questions, team? Yeah, this team you made up, with me and Lana, who is in charge, Katie. Well, I hope you can work together, but when it comes down to it, Lana is the senior agent. Ron grimaced at Katie's answer. Okay, everyone is dismissed except you, Ron. I need to talk with you for a minute. Thanks for coming. Now get out there and find the needle. Keep me informed of everything you get. When everyone had left, Katie turned to Ron. Ron, I know you think that I just gave you a shit assignment. It's the very assignment Amber was doing when she got snatched and 2 agents got killed. I chose you because I think you can handle yourself if push comes to shove. I don't want anything to happen to you, and damn sure do not want anything happening to Lana. Get that chip off your shoulder and be her partner. Trust me, she is damn good agent. If you don't, then it might get you both killed, and that would piss me off. I gotcha, Katie. I will take care of myself and your friend. I promise. You have my word on it. Katie smiled. Okay, then I will take it. Don't forget we have a rematch in the gym coming up real soon. Now you better go catch up with Lana. I want the 2 of you on the road tomorrow. Ron smiled and left the room. To be honest with himself, everything Katie had done in the meeting was pretty impressive. She was prepared and takes charge. She had obviously done her homework and did not expect her agents to get her started. Besides, she was so damn cute. Ron wondered if the rumor that she wore diapers was really true. About 30 minutes later, Lana messaged Katie and asked if she wanted to do lunch. We could go to Ruben's Deli like we used to when I was in town. Katie wanted to work but had strict orders about eating from Millie. Okay, Lana, I will meet you at the front door at 12:30. Katie looked at her watch. It was 12:15. She buzzed Daisy and asked her to come in. Yes, dear, what can I do for you? Some lunch, maybe? No thanks, Daisy. I am going to meet Lana for lunch, but I could use a fresh diaper. By the way, what time is Millie supposed to be at the range? Daisy took Katie by the hand and led her to the back room. 3 o'clock, honey. She removed Katie's skirt, then helped her up on the table. It was obvious Daisy had changed plenty of diapers in her time, and she made quick work of changing Katie before helping her get her skirt back on. Thanks, Daisy, you do that pretty good. I have 3 grown daughters, honey, and 6 grandchildren right here in the city. I have worked part-time for the agency for years. I volunteered to work full-time if they would assign me to you. I knew Amber. I wanted to do anything I could to help catch her killer. Katie smiled, then tiptoed up and kissed Daisy's cheek. I better run, don't want to be late after the butt chewing I gave Ron. It was only 2 blocks to the deli, so Lana and Katie walked and talked. Some about old times, some about new ones. Lana was normally an agent in Topeka, Kansas, her hometown. She was married and had a little girl. My husband is a police officer, Katie. He understood how important this was to me. I have kept myself in shape and I can still shoot. But for the last 4 years I have been mostly a glorified secretary. Katie laughed. Until last week I was a full-time baby, Lana. I just hope I am not over my head. Katie, I have never seen anyone with more heart than you. I have also never seen you fail at anything. I do not think it's possible to be over your head. By the way, Ron and I met for a while. I do not know what you said to him, but his attitude was 100% different. I sent you an email with our itinerary for the next few days. We leave in the morning. The girls had a wonderful lunch. They both had the house Reubens. Lana was heading home, so she called a cab. Katie just walked back to the agency to walk off her meal. Daisy insisted on a nap when she got back. So Katie lay down on the sofa in her office. Daisy went right in her purse and got her pacifier. Daisy, please promise me you will wake me in an hour, okay? Daisy nodded. Katie sucked on her pacifier and drifted off to sleep. 1 hour later, as promised, Daisy shook her awake. Katie smiled. I think I am going to go see how Millie is doing at the range, Daisy. Then I will head home with her. You can take the rest of the day off when I get a new diaper. Thanks, honey. You have my home number on your cell too if you need anything. I am also on your messenger list. Daisy, I do not get here before 10. I am working out mornings. No need, you're getting here early either. Daisy changed her, then went to answer the ringing phone. Meanwhile, Katie put her skirt on. Katie, honey, the chief would like to see you if you have a moment. Katie told Daisy bye for the day and headed to the chief's office. His secretary was away from her desk, but his door was opened. You wanted to see me, chief? Katie walked in and the chief got up and closed and locked the door. He then sat down on the sofa and patted his lap. Katie crawled in his lap and smiled. So what can I do for you, chief? Humor the old chief with what you have so far and what you're doing. I got that report you sent me, very impressive. Katie had sent the chief the same report she had given her team. Katie told the chief exactly what she had assigned her agents to do. Even the exact orders she gave Jamie. The chief smiled. Honey, I cannot see where you have missed a thing. You send Jamie to see me in the morning. I will give him a couple of tips off the record to help him with his assignment, which never happened. Katie giggled and then the chief started tickling her. Hey, stop it please, I just got a new diaper. The chief grinned and stopped. Well, chief, if that's all you wanted, I should get going. I want to check on Millie at the pistol range and maybe fire a couple clips myself. I have not fired a pistol in over a year. Good idea, and I hear your workouts are going well. Listen to me, baby, I want reports every couple of days. If you have nothing, you tell me that. And if you need anything, just say the word. Katie kissed the chief on the cheek and hopped off his lap. You're always there for me, chief. Have I ever really thanked you? Honey, you're the best damn agent I have ever had. You make me look good, and yes, you have thanked me. You can thank me on this one by catching the scum and staying alive. Now scoot and go practice. The chief gave Katie a playful pat on the butt as she left his office. Katie arrived at the range and found Millie right in the middle of her lesson. She was doing pretty good and had an outstanding instructor. Katie checked out some spare clips and looked for an open range to use. That's when she spotted Ron, who had just finished shooting and was waiting for his target to come back to him. That's not bad shooting. What range, agent? Ron turned and actually smiled when he saw Katie. 25. And what do you mean not bad? Like you could do better. Step aside, rookie, and let a marksman take a couple shots. Katie placed a new target up and hit the button and watched for a second as it headed out on the range. She then put her headphones on and loaded her pistol with a practice clip. The target passed the 25 mark and Katie seemed to ignore it. Want me to stop it and bring it back a little, agent? Nope. Katie watched it until it hit the 50 mark, then stopped the conveyor. Ha ha, Katie, you will be lucky to even hit the target at this distance. Yeah, and it would probably be even harder if it was moving. Katie put her headphones in place and hit the retrieve button on the machine. She then aimed and emptied the clip in the target very quickly. Katie then stood there whistling as the target slowly came back. Ron was stunned when he saw the target. All 9 targets were clearly in the bullseye, a circle about 2 inches in diameter. Damn, I heard you were good, but that's ridiculous. Well, actually I was a little off, or there would have been only 1 hole. The rest of the bullets would have just gone through their dead center. Ron gave her a dirty look, sure Annie Oakley. Katie lost it and broke down giggling. For some reason she loved talking trash with this guy. Katie, you never cease to amaze me. I am quickly learning not to underestimate you. Listen, when I get back in town, could we maybe have dinner some night? That depends on the quality of work you bring back with you, agent. Well, I got to get home and pack. Don't worry about Lana, Katie, she will think she is traveling with Allstate. Ron then grabbed his things and walked away. He was gone when it hit Katie. Allstate, ha ha, Lana is in good hands, ha ha ha. Katie fired off the rest of her clips, practicing with both hands. Then joined Millie, who was ready to head home. So how was your first day, love? It was incredible, Millie, but I have lots of work to do when we get home.